Hi, my name's Jocelyn from Melbourne Body Composition Analysis. Please watch the following video so you get a full understanding of what all your results mean. Before I spend a few minutes going through what all your scan results mean, just want to draw your attention to the information on the back of your printout to let you know that all the results are available online by visiting mybodyresults.com.au. Much more comprehensive way to track your scans now and any future scans that you may do, and it provides a lot more information and graphs. There's also a explanation within there as well, so it will add a little bit more value to the information that you get in your booklet and what I'm about to go through with the scans now. The first thing on your results under the heading Body Composition Analysis, this is a breakdown of the main elements that your body consists of. So the first one there is total body water. This shows you how many litres of water that you have in your body in total, and you can compare your measure to the normal range, which is in brackets, which is below your result. It's just important to note here that it is desirable to have a result that is above the normal range for most areas of this analysis. So in general, the more muscle you have, you'll find the higher most of the measures will be. Okay, the second one we have on there is protein. So the protein refers to the nitrogen levels that are within the cells, and the protein is the building blocks for all the healthy cells in your body. So the more protein you have in your body, the better. The minerals, we have minerals in our bones and our soft tissue, and this is the number of the total of the two in kilograms. And again, the more the better. Then the last one on that list is your body fat mass. So here you can see the total amount of fat on your body in kilograms. This includes the subcutaneous fat, which is the fat stored under your skin, and it also includes the visceral fat, which is stored internally. And as a general rule, you'd like to see them to be within the normal range. All of these elements will add up to your total body weight, which you can see on the right of this section. If you look to the left of this, and you'll see your fat-free mass, which is the weight of your body without any body fat. Then you will have your soft lean mass, which is the weight of your body without any fat or any bone. So it basically is the soft tissue and the water in your body. And from there you can see how many litres of water you have in your body. So the water is in your skin, your bones, your muscles, organs, everything. So it adds up to quite a lot. Muscle fat analysis has 3 graphs. The first graph is your weight in kilograms. The second graph, SMM, is how many kilograms of muscle that you have in total. And body fat mass is how many kilograms of fat that you have on your body. And you can compare your results to the normal range, which is highlighted in grey under the green heading. The calculated analysis has 2 graphs. The first one is your BMI, body mass index, and this measure was designed to determine whether or not you're in a healthy weight range for your height. But BMI only takes total weight into account, so it can't distinguish between muscle and fat. So due to this limitation, that we do not recommend, the BMI is a very useful formula for assessing whether or not you need to change your body composition. PBF is your body fat as a percentage. And body fat percentage is also affected by changes in muscle mass and water content. So please note that it's not the most accurate measure to show changes in body fat. We recommend that you compare your body fat mass, which is how many kilograms of body fat that you have, to show true and accurate changes in body fat levels. Segmental lean analysis. This breaks your body into 5 parts: the arms, the legs, and the trunk, and it shows the soft lean analysis of each. So all body parts have an upper and a lower bar, and the length of each is represented by a percentage scale at the top, where 100% is considered to be sufficient. The length of the upper bar is based on your ideal target weight, with your actual weight in kilograms at the end of that bar. And as you increase your soft lean mass, the length of the upper bar will also increase, and it is considered sufficient if it is over 100%. The length of the lower bar represents the soft lean mass on the limb based on your current weight, with the actual percentage shown at the end of that bar. So if you're carrying too much body fat, the lower bar will be shorter than the upper bar. So similarly, an underweight individual with insufficient soft lean mass will show that their upper bar to be shorter than the lower bar, and it's most likely going to be below 100%. As your current weight gets closer to your ideal weight, the upper and lower bars will become more similar in length. So the 2 equal bars over 100% is desirable, and the greater the percentage, the better. So the length of the bars for each limb and the body section is useful to help you identify any muscle imbalances between the left and right sides of your body, and also the lower and upper parts of your body. Next, I'm going to jump across to the right-hand column and look at the body balance evaluation. And this is relative to your lean mass, so that's why I want to jump across to it now. And it will give you an indication of whether or not the muscle or the lean mass that you have in your body is symmetrical and in proportion. So the first tick in the upper refers to your upper body, and it's comparing your left and right sides. The lower refers to your legs, comparing left to right, and the upper lower compares your upper body as a whole to your lower body, and it tells us if there's any imbalances there. Look, slight imbalances are not an issue, and genetics are usually the cause of that in determining our body shape too. So extreme imbalances may be as a result of an injury or a specific sport or activity, and that causes the body to develop or move in a particular way. And this is when intervention from exercise may be needed to be considered to assist correcting any imbalance. Below the body balance evaluation, you've got your segmental fat analysis, and this will show you how much body fat that you've got stored on each part of your body and whether or not it's sufficient, within a healthy range, or excessive. The number in brackets shows you how many kilograms of body fat that you have, and each body part also has a graph with a percentage at the end of it. So your goal here is to have your percentages around or below the 100%, and that will indicate that your body fat is in a healthy and normal range for you. The segmental circumferences show the measurements around each of those listed parts of the body. It's important to note for this one that there may be some inconsistencies compared to some measurements that you've taken yourself or had taken by a trainer due to the exact side of the body being slightly different. These circumferences are consistent though, and they will show changes over time when compared with any future scans. The InBody score is an overall score which is given to evaluate your body composition, and your goal here is to try and get a higher score with any future scans that you do. So the higher the score, the better, and the best way to increase your score is to increase your muscle mass or to increase or decrease your body fat as it's recommended in the weight control section. Use this score as a bit of competition against yourself to see if you can improve on it. The weight control. The first one on there is your target weight, and the target weight gives you a guide to a weight that's suggested to be ideal for you. But please note that it is just a guide, and ranges slightly above or below could still be considered suitable. The weight control will indicate how many kilograms to lose or put on to reach your target weight. The fat control will indicate how many kilograms of body fat to lose or gain, and the muscle control indicates how many kilos of muscle is recommended to increase for a healthier muscle mass. There are a couple of things to note here, and one of them is that the weight control is a guide, and whilst you might find that you may not agree with that weight, it does represent the weight that you would be with a preferred body composition. Okay, the other thing to note here is that the weight is based on how much muscle you have. So the more muscle you have, the heavier your target weight is going to be. An increase in muscle mass will mean that your target weight will also increase. The waist to hip ratio compares the circumference of the hips to the circumference of the waist, and they'll tell you if the two are in proportion. So the bigger the stomach, the bigger the waist to hip ratio will be. And the graph on the right will indicate where your waist to hip ratio sits compared to the ideal range, and that should be between the two numbers that you can see at the top of the graph. Okay, next we have visceral fat, and this is the fat that's stored internally around your heart and your organs. So some visceral fat is required to protect your organs, but not too much, and too much can have effects on your health in many different ways. So an ideal amount of visceral fat is anything under level 10. So it's important to understand that while visceral fat can play a role in affecting your health, it does respond to diet and exercise just like the rest of the fat in your body. So a drop in body fat is likely to result in a lower of a visceral fat level. Okay, under the heading Research Parameters, we have a number of different elements there. So the first one is intracellular water, and this indicates how many litres of water that you've got stored inside all the cells of your body. So you can compare the amount next to that normal range that's in brackets to the right there, and it's actually good to be over compared to that normal range with intracellular water, and this will occur with higher than normal amounts of muscle. So muscle cells hold a lot of water, so the more muscle that you have, the more water you'll actually hold inside all that muscle. The extracellular water is the water that's stored outside the cells of your body, and it's water that's in your blood just generally outside the cells. So the balance between the intracellular and the extracellular water is really important here, and a healthy balance is a 3:2 ratio of intracellular to extracellular. So with that, you can look across to the left there at the body water analysis graph, and this will show you the ratio of intracellular and extracellular water. So if that graph falls in that normal range, the balance is right. If the graph shows the lower end of the normal range, that's likely due to more intracellular water, and this is not a bad thing, and it can signal healthy changes in the body. So if the extracellular water increases and it's in the over range on the extracellular water ratio, then this is something that you should take special note of, and you don't want to see your extracellular water ratio going over 0.390. If it does, this will indicate that you're retaining fluid and possibly can be an indication of other health risks. So we do recommend that if that is the case, then you visit your doctor. The basal metabolic rate, this is how many calories that your body uses in a 24-hour period if you lay on your bed, for example, and did not move. So this number can be used to work out your daily requirements once your activity level and your fat loss or your muscle gain goals are considered. So your goal should be to increase your BMR, and an increase in the muscle is the main factor in being able to increase that BMR. Bone mineral content is the weight of the minerals inside your bones. So the more bone mineral that you have inside your bones, the denser that your bones will be, and the denser they are, the stronger they are likely to be. So compare your results to that normal range in brackets, and it is preferred to have your bone mineral content higher than that normal range indicated next to the results. So the best way to increase your bone mineral content is to increase your muscle mass. So including load-bearing exercises or weight training in your regular exercise routine is going to help strengthen your bones in time. The body cell mass measures the cells that have nitrogen and water. The more nitrogen and water inside the cell generally is a reflection on the health of that cell. So we want the body cell mass to be nice and high. And again, it's positive to have your body cell mass result higher than that normal range that is provided next to your result. An increase in muscle mass and good nutrition is the best way to continue to or increase that body cell mass result. So the arm circumference is the measurement around the bicep area of the arm, and the arm muscle circumference is the measurement around the muscle that is inside your arm. So the difference between these two numbers is how many centimetres of body fat that you have stored on your arm. Each subsequent scan that you have will be tracked in the body composition history section, and at a glance you'll be able to see how your previous scans compare to the one you just had done. So just a reminder too that the online results will give you many more comprehensive comparative graphs for all parts of your scan and not just the 4 that are shown on your printout, and it's worth taking a look at. Well, details of how to view your scan history and the online results is on the back of your printout. Now that you've had an explanation of your scan results and you do have any questions, feel free to contact us via phone or email. And again, all the details on how to get in contact us with at Melbourne Body Composition Analysis will be on the back of your printout. Thanks for listening.